Welcome to Storytime. Enjoy with me. The King of the Wizards, by Deborah Meyers.
Chapter 1. The Juggler. A long time ago, a man called Hamish lived in a town by the sea in Scotland. He and his wife, Katrina, lived happily in a small white house. Hamish was a fisherman, and he went out to sea in his boat every day. He usually caught a lot of fish, and Katrina sold them at the fish market. One day, Hamish was out at sea. It was late in the afternoon, and it was time to go home. He started pulling his net out of the water.
The net is very heavy today.
He thought happily.
Lots of fish.
When he pulled the net onto his boat, he saw a wooden box. He was very surprised. He opened the wooden box and found a little baby boy inside.
Oh, a baby boy!
He cried.
This is wonderful. We don't have any children, and Katrina will be very happy. She loves babies.
He went back home and showed Katrina the baby boy. "Oh, Hamish, what good luck!" said Katrina happily. "What a good-looking baby! We must keep this child and look after him. Let's call him Callum."
Yes,
said Hamish.
I like the name Callum. He's our son now. We'll look after him and give him all our love and teach him to fish.
Callum grew up and was a kind, friendly boy. He loved Hamish and Katrina, and they loved him a lot too. Hamish taught him to fish, and he learnt quickly. They went out in the boat together every day, but not on Sundays. On Sundays, Hamish worked in the garden, and Callum went to the port to look at the sailing ships. When Callum was 17, a big sailing ship arrived in the port of the town. It was a beautiful sailing ship. The sails were new and white, and the masts were golden. A tall, good-looking man stood on the deck. He had dark hair and dark eyes, and he was wearing a beautiful black suit. He had balls with spikes in his hands. He was juggling the balls very fast, without hurting his hands on the spikes. Callum watched the juggler with great interest. Then the juggler got off the ship and continued juggling the balls in the air.
"Do you like juggling, Callum?"
asked the juggler. Callum was surprised that the juggler knew his name.
Oh, yes,
Callum said.
it's wonderful.
"Do you want to become a juggler too?"
Yes, I do.
Said Callum, smiling at the juggler.
I want to learn how to juggle those balls. It must be difficult.
"Very well.
Said the juggler.
Take me to your parents. I want to talk to them."
Callum took the juggler to his little house by the sea.
Father, Mother,
Said Callum.
this man wants to talk to you.
Hamish and Katrina were happy to meet the juggler.
We love Callum dearly.
Said Hamish.
I found him at sea when he was a baby.
"At sea?"
Asked the juggler. He was suddenly very interested in Callum.
If Hamish found him at sea, then Callum is a fairy child, a magical child.
thought the juggler.
Give me your son for a year and a day,
Said the clever wizard.
and I will teach him how to juggle. Then, when he comes back home, he can be a juggler. Jugglers make more money than fishermen.
Hamish and Katrina looked at each other. They did not know what to do. We must do what is best for our son, said Katrina, looking at Callum.
Do you want to be a juggler? A good juggler, Callum?
Asked Hamish.
Yes, father, I do.
Said Callum.
Very well.
Said Hamish.
You can go away for a year and a day, and when you come back, you'll be a good juggler. Is that right, sir?
He looked at the juggler's dark eyes.
That's right, Hamish.
Said the wizard.
Your son will become a great juggler, and he'll make a lot of money. I'll teach him a lot of things.
Callum said goodbye to his parents and left his home with the juggler. For a year and a day, Callum sailed everywhere on the beautiful sailing ship. He saw a lot of new and interesting places, and he learnt all about juggling.
To be continued.